It's the sun.
I love this place area along here. When you're in the train, you see the waves dashing up.
Did you get a good sleep last night?
No,
Neither did I.
well, I think I would have, but I did a stupid thing. I take a bottle of water to bed, and I've half filled it, as usual, with filtered water. It didn't put the top on properly. And when I took a drink of water, I'm over bed wet. I had to go and get a towel and try and, I didn't want to pull the bed to pieces, so I got a towel and tried to do it that way, and then I sort of woken up, couldn't get off, so about 12 o'clock I took a sleeping pill. Anyway, you can go to sleep on the way home, or any time of the day you can go to sleep. Ron was working for a firm in Wellington when I knew him well, we were going out. He got a job designing lights. They thought at the time they were having so many accidents along here, they thought they needed to light it better. And he did the work. And then they decided no, and I think that's when they decided no, we'll put a barrier up instead of having lights. That's the sort of thing that wastes a lot of money. They would have had to pay quite a lot to him for designing the lights. Strange, it looks like there's no lighting, but maybe I think there's lights, those red things on the ground would show up lights in the night.
Well, I don't think they do.
That's it?
And they reflect.
Yeah. Well, that's sort of enough because everybody would have their lights on. That's sad. I was reading in the paper this morning, it wasn't today's paper, it was another one, about domestic abuse, and it's just horrendous. The high proportion, 1 in 3 women suffer abuse, but there would be quite a high proportion of men who suffer abuse because they count emotional abuse and psychological, us women, we're quite capable of abusing our partners and our children.
What's the difference between psychological and emotional?
I guess it's sort of much in the same area, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. This is why I'm asking the question.
Yeah, well, psychological abuse could be I'm not eating what my mother-in-law paid for, and he went and threw it in the bucket where we put food. And after he'd gone, he put his whole dinner, and I went and picked it up. And there were nice slices of lamb, and I made the lamb into sandwiches for him the next day. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, but
Well, I think that's a really rude response. I don't think he should have done that.
no. So
I
was
can't
giving
understand
it as a,
why that he would be. I mean, even if he was peeved, he could still eat it. I mean, why
Yeah.
waste the food?
yeah.
And it's only food. And
That's what I thought. Because he was giving me $17 a week out of his pay for me for everything, and that meant if you kids wanted to go, had to go anywhere on a trip, or if I could never give you money to buy lunch at school. I always had to make your lunches. And so we used to have very plain food. One night we had fish fingers, one night sausages, things like that, cheap things, probably mince. And I had to watch it very carefully out of $17. I don't know why it was 17. And so it was very nice of my mother to give us a treat. Yeah. But I was giving that as an example of psychological abuse, that I was making him eat something he didn't want to eat. I think one of the reasons I survived